All right, and we are back with Onyinye from Naija Jollof. For this portion, we are going to be making some yam French fries.
Fried yam.
Fried yam. We also already prepared some boiled yam. And then we're also going to have the pleasure of seeing you cook puff puff.
Yes, we're going to make puff puff. Okay. That's a popular Nigerian snack. And then the rice, we're going to make egg sauce to serve the yam. Either option, whichever one you want, can go with the egg sauce. Okay, so because puff puff needs some time to rise, because it's usually made with yeast. And you know yeast, you have to activate it with heat, that's hot water, for it to start working. So we need to mix it and keep it to rise before we start other things. So that by the time we're done, it will be ready to fry. So puff puff, it's a very simple snack to make. You just need 4 ingredients. And that is your flour, sugar, nutmeg, and yeast. So
we also spoke a little bit about how this is just regular flour and not baking flour.
Yeah.
And so you can use whatever flour you have at
flour,
home.
Yeah.
This is just regular sugar as well.
Okay. So for this mixture, I'll give you the basic mixture. So we're going to be using 2 cups of flour and 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of the yeast, and a half teaspoon of the nutmeg. The nutmeg is just to add flavor to it. And then, so because we're a lot and I want everybody to get it, I'm going to double the measurement. But just know that the basic measurement is 2 cups of flour and then 2 cups of yeast. So just know that anytime you're making this, the number of cups of flour you use is the number of teaspoons of yeast that you need for it.
That's a good way of remembering.
Yeah, I'm sure they will remember.
That's a great way of
remembering. And then 1/4 of it of sugar. So you just double according to your measurement. Then for the nutmeg, some people really like it to be very intense, so you can increase it. If you don't like it, it's not a must, you can leave it out, or you just use the regular measurements, okay? So let's start with...
And you said that in order for the yeast to kind of activate you needed the hot water.
So the water you're going to use has to be not burning hot, but just, warm water. So that's why I'm boiling the water already, so that we can use it in the mixture. So for the water, it's going to be 1/4 cup of water.
Did you guys enjoy the rice? Yeah, delicious, right? And those of us who had a little bit of plantain, delicious too, right? Did you want me to turn on the oils as well?
Yes, please.
I'll put it on high so that we're getting them nice and hot.
Okay.
Speed heat. There you go. I'm going to put it on speed heat.
Okay. Okay, so I have 4. So I'm going to be using, mixing 4 cups. I hope that serves us.
We also spoke about how traditionally this is made and how what you're going to be doing today is mixing it with a spoon.
Yeah.
But how is it traditionally made?
It's actually, you usually will just use your hand because, you're able to mix it better. And even if you decide to use a spoon, eventually you have to use your hand because that's the only way to mold it into the oil and get that rounded shape. You can't achieve it with a spoon. So typically people will just mix it with their hands and then, when it's time, they also mold it into the oil with your hands.
Do you want me to grab you a spoon?
Okay.
I'll wash the spoon.
Yes, please. Okay. So I put 6 cups here. So that means I'm going to have 6 teaspoons of yeast. 6. Okay.
Standing by the rice, it smells delicious, even though it's closed.
Okay, so the nutmeg, half teaspoon. So I'm going to put 3 half teaspoons because it's 3 portions, right? 1, 2, 3. for this, it's 1/4. So we're going to do 1/4 cup 3 times. 1. But if you like sugar, you can add a little more. Some people do sprinkle sugar on it after that, but I mean it's already sweetened. So we have everything here. Okay. So remember I said the water is 1/4. I need to check how hot it is. It's quite hot.
So having it too hot, is that going to have any effect on the yeast?
You will, okay, so it won't, it's going to activate it too fast. And then if you were going to use your hand, of course, it's going to burn.
It's going to burn your hand.
Yeah. So it's better when,
Do you want cold water?
Yes, please. This is 1 cup. So this is 1 cup. So first of all, the spoon.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm going to mix the dry ingredients together.
Kind of like baking here.
Yeah, just mix it all well.
Do you want me to add some cold water to this pot?
Yes, please. So just to get it warm.
To get it lukewarm?
Yeah. This is 1.
So should it be warm to the touch? Like not uncomfortable?
Not uncomfortable, but not too warm.
No, that's warm.
It's too hot.
Do you want me to pour it in the cup?
Yes, please. Okay. I still
So
need
we're
more.
supposed to have.
I still need more.
You still need more?
Yeah.
So how many cups is it per?
Okay, for per measurement is 1/4.
1 1/4.
Yeah. So so this is the third one. Just feel it here from. I wish I. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I have my 1/4 cup.
Do we need some more?
No, we're good.
All good.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna put this back.
Yeah.
So that I'm not heating up the counter.
Okay, this is too hot now. We can turn it off. The
Turn it off?
Oils, yeah, till we're ready to fry.
So I'll just put it on simmer.
Yeah.
This one's still not hot enough. Maybe I switch them.
Okay.
Because that one has the hot, the quick hot option.
Oh, okay.
It's also a larger burner.
I'm going to be adding a little more water because it seems to be a bit thick. So ideally, when you know how to know you have a perfect mix, it's not going to be as I know you know how your pancake mix turns out. It's going to be a bit thicker than your pancake mix.
Would it be possible to kind of tip it over so that the camera can maybe see what the consistency looks like once it's ready?
when it's ready. Yeah.
It's probably a lot easier with your hands.
Yeah, it's easier with the hands, really.
You can also feel the texture with your hands a little bit better, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure after the first batch or first puff, you'll be able to see if it's the right consistency.
Oh, yes. A little more water. That's it. Okay.
We're making some puff. So this one's still on, but I have this one on low. Is that good?
Yeah, we're going to use this first.
This
then
one?
Where we have to wait for this to rise a little.
Perfect.
Before.
And that's for the French fries.
Yeah.
Which we've got here. Did you want me to continue cutting them?
Yeah, we can cut more. So that everybody gets to taste it. Okay, so yeah, so when you're done, you see how it is? It's thicker than your regular pancake. So we're going to let it sit for a while so that it can rise before we fry it.
She has a question for you, miss.
Yes, please. Don't you need to cover it? I'm going to cover it and let it sit.
What's the purpose of covering it?
Yeah, like it keeps the air trapped in. You know, because once the what do you call it? Once the yeast is activated, you need to cover it up. You know, so that it helps with the activation of the yeast really, and then to help the mixture to rise. Mm-hmm. So by the time we open it, you see that the mixture has, you know, risen because of the yeast. So we'll put this aside. Okay.
In the meantime, do you mind explaining to our new set of students what the spices are, what we have some over there at the front? Okay. What is it that I'm cutting even?
Okay, who knows what she's cutting? Yam. Oh, you know. Okay.
So we spoke this morning about what yam is and, you know, what is some of the differences, just because these are a new set of students, what are some of the differences between yam and sweet potato? And, you know, if it's not labeled in the grocery store, how am I supposed to tell the difference? How can I kind of see what's the difference between the two?
Okay, so when you see yam, you can always tell it apart because it comes with a brown, thick back that feels like the back of a tree. And then sometimes you see those that have like those hair-like things on it. And it's usually bigger in size than potatoes. So once you see, you will know. But the sweet potatoes usually will come with a pink, thin covering as the skin. Yam is usually, it's not something that is really native of North America, right? I don't even think it can grow here because of the climate.
So this needs typically hotter climates too.
Yes, exactly, yeah. I don't think it can grow here.
But also you have a couple of other spices here. Do you mind explaining that?
Okay, so yeah, so when we made jollof rice, we're not here. These are some of the spices that we used. This is onions. I'm sure we are all aware of that. So we used chopped onions. We used tomato puree. That's the tomato paste. Then this is a blend of onions and bell pepper, red bell pepper. This is butter. We also used vegetable oil. And for the spices, we have a blend of ginger and garlic. We have curry. We have thyme. This is thyme. And then we have hot chili pepper, as in hot pepper really. Could be habanero or any other hot pepper. Then we have bay leaves. This is raw garlic. It's part of what we blended to get the garlic and ginger paste. And then this is the regular chicken seasoning. Anyone you get on the rack works.
She actually taught us something very interesting in our second period class that I am forever going to remember. But there's sometimes when you use thyme, you always get those kind of grains that if you put it at the bottom of your pot with some onions, they end up getting burnt. Or they end up having this kind of like feel in your food. So Oninye taught me something that I'm going to forever remember. Do you want to tell the students what the little trick is?
So because I don't like the look of it, maybe in my jollof rice, I usually will just boil it in water and then just strain out the water, you know, just because what I really need is the flavor that I add to my food. So by boiling it in water, I'm able to get that out, and then I throw away the time.
So you still get the flavor, but you don't get the little grains in it.
Yeah.
So that's I thought that was such a useful trick. I didn't know that trick, and I'm gonna forever use that in my kitchen now.
Okay, so for the yam, we're going to put just a pinch of salt. And just before we fry.
So towards the ends, it's funny because in the middle it feels a little bit softer, and then towards the ends it feels more like a pumpkin. Yeah, it's a little bit harder towards the end.
Be careful.
I'm a little worried about my fingers here
Just
because the skin
Please
gets a little tougher. I will do it this way.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab my...
You're right, it does feel like a tree bark. Feels like the bark of a tree here.
Okay. Okay, so the oil is hot.
That sounds amazing.
So like I said, in the first period, or the second period, right?
Second period.
Yeah.
It was our first though.
Oh yeah. There are different ways to, make the yam. This one is the fried yam. You can have it boiled. You can have it made into what they call yam porridge. When you're making the yam porridge, you have to add palm oil, you have to add onions, pepper, crayfish, just to add that flavor to it. Sometimes, some people just like it plain like that. Others will like some vegetables added to it. So towards the end of the cooking, you can put some spinach or any green.
Yeah, some nice greens.
Yeah,
make it
just to,
This wouldn't be the type of potato that dish that you want to peel with a peeler. This one's a little bit better with you having the skill of being able to
use your knife, right?
To use your knife.
Okay, so
do you have that bowl that we used? Maybe so I can put this back into.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
wash them.
Let me see if this can still fit in here. Okay. Okay.
It's funny, we have one yam potato that can feed an entire an entire class.
Yeah. Okay, you're cutting some more?
Yes, I'm going to cut the rest of the potato. But this would be considered a potato, correct? I'm like, I think it's a potato.
It is yam. So sometimes when you cut some yam, you can see it changing color.
Yeah, we
some
spoke
brownish,
about that.
some reddish, or
This
things.
one actually is turning
it's
red.
It's not like it's bad. It's just the species.
This one's turning red, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, towards the end, right?
Yeah, towards the end. So it's funny it's funny how it'll act with different parts of the different parts of it. Something else that Onye shared with me was that this white residue, if you touch a different part of your body, it might feel itchy for a little while. So to kind of, be aware.
When you're peeling a yam, be very careful.
Be careful not only because of the knife skills, but also because of touching your skin.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted a pot to make the egg sauce.
Sorry?
A pot to make the egg sauce.
A pot? A large one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll just use this. That's fine. This might not.
We have this one as well in here.
Okay.
Quite tough.
That's the head. So, yeah, careful. You let's see. So this part is the head of the yam.
So I tried cutting. Oh, so you
Yeah,
don't use it at
you don't
all?
use it, no.
Ah.
So usually this is what they plant back.
They plant that again?
Yes. So when you plant this back, after some time, put it back in the soil.
And it'll sprout?
Bringing it to sprout out, yes.
Wow. Here I was trying to cut it off. No wonder it was getting more difficult.
Yeah, that's why.
So that's not usable. And I'm so used to thinly slicing my potatoes. And this is, you do not thin slice these.
You don't need it too thin. Okay, so while we're frying the yam, we're going to make the egg sauce for it. And for the egg sauce, we just need
mixing bowl,
the chopped bell pepper, the chopped onions, vegetable oil, seasoning, hot pepper, and then some
hot
egg.
pepper.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, it's not compulsory, but you know, we back home we like spicy food.
Love that.
But it's not going to be spicy. Just a little.
Just a little flavor.
Just a little flavor, yeah.
Where was the bowl? Oh, you already washed the potatoes. Here, I'll just hand wash these. They're slimy. Yeah, it's so interesting how at the end they were starting to turn red. But towards the middle, there was no change of color. Does anybody have any questions for Onyinye? No questions?
So I'm just waiting for the water to dry out from this. Of course, you can use a paper towel, you know, to clean it before you put. But because I didn't do that, it's already hot. I have to wait for it because if I add oil,
it's gonna splash.
Yeah, although the oil is, once it boils and mixes with water,
do you want to use the entire egg? Is the entire egg used, or is it just egg white or egg yolk?
No,
the entire egg's used. Oh wow, okay.
The entire eggs.
So we're done. This you're still using. We're done with this. So this we're also done with. Keeping the kitchen clean.
Sure. So maybe we can, you know, open the eggs here.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to crack them in there?
Yes, please.
Do I have to mix them?
Yes, please. Okay, I'll just put salt and keep this until we're ready to fry it.
So do you season them at all, the yam?
No, I just put salt.
Ooh!
Just a little salt so that it
before you fry them?
Yes, before you fry them.
I'm just going to dry this off.
Okay. So to make the egg sauce, we'll start with putting the vegetable oil in first. Not too much. I mean, depending on the quantity of food you're making.
Measure from the heart?
Measure from the heart. And then we'll let it heat up a little before we add our onions and the pepper and the seasoning. So typically, some people will say for the puff maybe 45 minutes. I mean, you would have risen to the point where you can start frying it. But I mean, we can always check it to see, okay, if it's activated and it's working.
Am I putting all of the eggs?
Yeah, we can do all the eggs. We can make a lot to everybody. and get a
So
taste.
everybody can have a taste. Has anybody tried the Puff Puffs before? Some of us have tried it. Who has not tried it? I think we have more that have not tried it.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
You're in my boat. I'm going to try it for the first time today. How about this egg sauce? Has anybody tried the egg sauce before? Most of us have not tried it then, I'm assuming. Wow, okay, so we're all in the same boat. Oninia, we're all trying it for the first time today.
Yeah.
We're going to be blown out of the water. Blown out of JCM's kitchen.
Yeah.
So am I scrambling these eggs?
Yes, please.
What are we looking for in the yam fries? Are we looking for like a golden brown?
Yeah, not really golden brown, but the color will change it to be a bit, you know, not brown, but the yellow
Toasted.
color. Yeah, toasted.
Golden,
yeah.
golden. We're looking for that golden. Cool. No, I have never had puff puff. I was mentioning that I've had the Portuguese version of puff. That I've had the Portuguese version of puff puff, which is called filhos, but never the Nigerian puff puff. So I'm very excited to try. Pardon? Are we adding any seasoning to this egg?
Yeah, the seasoning.
And this is the chicken
Chicken seasoning, yeah.
chicken seasoning. Is that seasoning with the heart, or is there a certain
With the heart, I mean,
with
looking at the egg, I can
everything
say,
with
okay,
the heart?
with the heart, I can say this. Oh, this quantity will be okay. Just a little, because I mean, you're going to season the pepper and onions that you're frying.
Yeah.
So just a little in that. Also, I mean, to know that your yam has fried, even when you touch it with, you can feel it is a bit harder. When
So you
touch
want it to be more tough.
Yeah, but it will soften back, just for you to know that, oh, it's cooking or it's cooked. It's okay for you to take out. See? It feels, you can even hear the sound. It feels a bit harder.
Oh yes, I hear
Can
it.
you? Yeah.
So I think that's completely stirred.
Yeah.
Is there any other seasoning we're adding there?
No, no,
Perfect.
that's okay.
Oh, yum. So we do have some boiled yam as
yam.
well. We're just keeping it warm in this pot for
Yeah.
you.
So for the boiled yam, it's just cutting it up and putting it in water and a little salt for taste.
So we've cubed them up.
Yeah.
They look delicious. So is there anything that happens to the puff puff dough if you were to uncover the tin foil?
Yeah, you might not be able to, you know,
Rise all the way.
all the way, yeah.
I'm going to put that back. They look just like French fries. We were talking first period. Someone asked a really excellent question about how many locations that Naija Jollof has. Without using your phones, who wants to take a guess? How many locations they have? 7. That's a good guess. Very close. No. No. They have 5 locations. The first one was Mississauga, correct? Then it was Windsor, Waterloo.
Yeah.
Knew it started with a W.
Yeah.
And then you got the Kiel location.
Yeah, and the Finch and the Brampton and Parliament, that's downtown. came up almost at the same time.
Wow.
Okay, so to know if your oil is hot, you can just put a little bit of the onion. So when
That's
you hear
what we
it
were
sizzling,
looking for this morning.
exactly.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
So you guys can also watch above on these mirrors.
So you
it'll
can see
show
the
you what's
pork.
kind of happening. Oh, just the aroma of those onions.
Onions, yeah.
Amazing.
Just stir it a little bit to fry it and get the aroma out and into the oil.
Yeah, exactly. Want to make sure that onion kind of seeps into the oil.
Then we can add the bell peppers.
It's like one of my favorite smells is the onion when it mixes with the oil.
Oil, yeah.
One of my favorite smells inside the house. Why light a candle? Just put some onions inside of oil. It smells delicious. So colorful.
Yeah.
And this is pepper, you said.
Yeah, this bell pepper, yeah.
So that's the red peppers that are there. Not any special kind of peppers.
No.
Just peppers you see in the grocery store. Awesome. Are we adding some of this paste?
Yeah, no, we're not adding that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the hot pepper. Just for the flavor.
Yum.
Just a little.
And this is the same hot pepper that you put inside of the
jollof rice.
Jollof rice.
Yeah.
Did you want me to add some more
Okay.
yams?
So I'm going to let this. No, we have to. I want to take this out before we add new ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed this side is not heating up well.
It's a smaller burner.
Yeah, I know.
That's the problem.
So you see, it was soaking oil kind of.
Ooh, that looks delicious.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put another batch.
Put that back. Awesome. So it's also making this sound because there's water that we just washed them in.
exactly.
So it's sparking a little bit. This is what we want the students to be careful with. If they're ever using any oil, you don't want it to splash everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're
water
dry.
get into it.
Yeah, we wanted, probably should have dried that, but. Oh, there's lots to go around. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to go around. It's more than enough.
Has anybody tried cooking the yam at home before? Some of us? Okay, there's actually more than I thought. This is wonderful.
Okay. So I'll put in the seasoning here.
So the chicken seasoning's used quite a bit.
Yeah. Basically almost everything.
It's a well-rounded seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with that.
You can't.
Nice dollop.
Okay.
So this is going to be like a stew kind of. Is the egg? Are the
like a
eggs going to
sauce.
cook?
Yeah, I'm going to put it inside.
But is it going to cook like a scrambled egg, or is
Yeah,
it
it's
going to be
gonna-
more of like a sauce?
No, like a scrambled egg kind of, but I mean, it depends on the quantity of the bell pepper, the base you have.
Yeah.
So it gives it the effect. If it's less, then the egg will just look more like scrambled egg. You hardly notice this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be more of like a sauce rather than a
It's sauce.
scrambled.
Yes.
I'm so excited. And what makes it more of a sauce is all the peppers that you have. So if we added more peppers, it would be more saucy rather than be eggy.
Yeah.
And this is meant to be kind of like a dip for your yam fries.
Yeah. Well, a dip. Not we don't dip it. I mean, it's on it, so you
Like a
it's already-
seasoning.
Yeah. So we'll just let it fry just a little, not so much, because you want to still feel the fresh taste of the pepper.
Yes. Can everybody smell the peppers? Is it making you guys hungry even though you just came back from lunch? Yeah. That's the goal. Get yourselves hungry again so we can feed you.
Okay, so I'm going to throw in the eggs now.
Whoa. That does look really, really good.
So.
Yeah, so it didn't make it
Don't turn
scrambled
it
at all.
immediately. Yeah.
I
So
thought it
by
would.
by the time we'll turn it, it will scramble it a
But
little.
this looks delicious on its own, just the way it is.
By the time the egg cooks, you will like the way it will look. The color comes out better.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What are some other dishes that you would use yam for?
Yeah, so like I said, you can make the yam porridge with it.
Yep.
Okay, so the traditional way of making, when you make what we call soup, we have different soups that we make. So people boil it. You can boil it the way we boil
Like
this,
this, yeah.
but no salt in it. And then we have what they call a mortar. It looks something like this. And then there's a
So this bowl?
something to, yes, it's something like that.
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah.
bigger. And so you pound it.
Yes, to
and
make
make it, yeah, just make it together, turn it, and mold it. So you take a bit of it to eat your soup.
Yes.
That's the pounded yam.
Wow.
But you know, lately what people do, they just have it made in powdered form. So
Okay.
they just use it.
So it's like
turn
a
it in
mashed
hot
potato.
Water. Just turn it in hot water to get the pounded yam. But traditionally, people
have
will
to
just
pound it
boil
in.
it and pound it to get the pounded yam.
So is that kind of like a mashed potato?
Yeah, it looks like, but I mean, mashed potato is always soft because
Yes.
we have all the butter and the
Yeah,
cream in
milk,
it.
cream.
But this one, it's just the yam, so it's
Wow.
harder. The consistency is harder than mashed potato. Okay, so see how it's turning up.
Yeah, now it definitely looks like scrambled eggs with,
A lot of
with
pepper.
the pepper.
So for some people, you might want
very
to add.
fluffy.
Yeah, you might want to add
More pepper?
more pepper so that you have more.
I think
And then notice I didn't turn it immediately. I poured it in because I needed it to cuddle up and have like lumps of the egg together.
Yeah, so
But
you
if
want
if
those lumps.
Yeah, if you put it and start turning it immediately, most times it just scatters all over.
Yeah.
So you won't achieve,
You won't achieve the lumps.
lumps. Yeah, the lumps. That's
You're right, this was a lot more quick than this
than
morning's
yes,
dish.
exactly. This is
something
easier.
you can do on a kind of
I
on
mean,
a run.
30 minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes, you're done. Just
Amazing.
cut it and the boiled yam is even faster than the fried yam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that as well.
It cooks really faster.
Granted, we're also doing it with a smaller frying pan
Frying pan,
than
yeah.
you could. I'm sure if you're doing it in something
On the
like this,
side, it
because
would
it's
have-
deeper, we can do a lot
A lot
more at once.
yeah.
Would you be able to do yam inside of an air fryer? Have you ever tried that?
I haven't tried that, but I'm sure it can
I'm
be
very
done.
curious.
I'm sure it can be done.
I'll try it and get back to you.
Yeah, please do.
I've been doing everything with an
Your
air
air
fryer
fryer?
lately.
Okay.
Kind of just set it and
That's
forget it.
healthy, yeah? Okay, this
That
is
looks
almost
delicious.
ready.
Yummy.
Okay, I want to check on this.
A little peek.
Come see. Almost double the size.
Yes, it is. It looks like a
Okay,
cloud.
maybe if you look up here, you can see.
Whoa.
Can you
Kind
see?
of like a cloud. Don't you want to like poke it and see if it deflates or it goes?
Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to turn it off now.
That looks great.
Yeah. So, once
Is that going to continue cooking if we keep it there? Should
Yeah.
we set it off to the side? I
do you
have,
have
a.
a pot rest or something?
I do have a pot rest.
Okay.
I've got it all here in JCM Kitchen. I'm telling you.
Well equipped.
We are well equipped for our students who are interested in hospitality and tourism. Oh, that looks delightful. Might be dangerous keeping it by me. I'm just going to start.
And you can have that with your fried plantain.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Put this this would be a great snack. Just going to start going up to the side and
So
Eating
once this is ready, or once we take this out,
I've been telling this-
frying the puff puff.
yeah, I've been telling the students food is the way to my heart. I
Okay.
love food.
So back in Africa, we say food is the way to a man's heart.
Okay. Food's the way to my heart. That's for sure.
Okay.
When someone says, "Do you want to go eat?" I'm like, "Yep." I'm there like half an hour early. I'm like, where have you been? I mean, we said 6 o'clock. I'm like, it's 5:30.
Yeah, so right
Let's
on
eat.
time.
Don't have to ask me twice for food. Do you want to eat? Yep. Do you want me to grab you another bowl so we can
Yeah,
put
so
that
we
in?
can transfer this maybe to here.
Do you want me to line this with some paper towel?
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, it's dried out. We don't even need the paper towel
Oh, perfect.
anymore.
We can just put it in here, and then when I serve the student. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's goodness right there. That's goodness right there. Doesn't it sound great? Sounds like it's crunchy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm displaying it here so it gets you guys hungry. I hope that's the effect that you guys are getting. You're hungry, look at it. We'll feed you guys soon.
Yeah.
Naija Jollof has actually been really, really wonderful. They actually went back to get us some packages for you guys to get some of your rice and packages so you can eat. That's really, really nice of your restaurant. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure to feed the students.
It's local. We can pick. You guys can pick it up for dinner.
Sure.
Oh, this looks so delicious. Can you add some like meat to this, like chicken? I feel like this would be great with
for
chicken
me,
even.
I think when it comes to cooking, it's about creativity.
Yeah,
So you can actually just tweak and twerk it anyhow.
I would add some chicken to that. That would be
That would be
delicious.
nice.
Or you can put that in a wrap.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, sure.
I feel like that would be delightful. Do you have a question?
So the egg sauce, it kind of just becomes like a scrambled egg.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Is it almost the same process?
Of a scrambled egg?
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing.
I guess it's just seasoned.
Just the fact that you season this and then you fry the onions and pepper before you add the egg. And some people can also just throw everything in, mix
At the same time.
Beat the egg and just put it in. If you don't want it to really feel cooked, you want that fresh taste. So because egg doesn't take long to cook.
Yeah.
So if you just throw it in before you put in the oil, then you still have that fresh taste of it.
But you still have some of that oil off to the side, so if you wanted to dip that
Yeah.
yam fry in there, or even if you wanted it for your boiled yams, you'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be a
Because
great
with
flavoring.
scrambled egg, you fry with less oil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so those ones fried a lot faster, I guess, because it was a lot less crowded in that pan.
Yeah.
Yummy.
So I'll put the last batch in so we can start off with the puff puff.
Perfect. Oh, that sounds good too.
This will fry even faster because there are very few inside.
Is this high enough for you? Oh, it was off.
Yeah, I put it off because it was overheating.
So that burner over there actually has the fast heat.
Yeah, as I noticed, the spin heat, yeah?
How long till we try this? We're gonna make you guys hungry for as long. I'm just kidding. I think we're gonna wait until Puff Puff is done and then we're gonna give them both, or how would you like it done?
I mean, they can start now, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll have some plates. Instead of you guys walking in front of the camera, we'll go this way. I'll bring the yam fries this way. And we'll go this way, behind the cameras, please. Ooh, I can feel the heat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually put it in the bowls so they can have some of the egg as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, exactly here.
The egg sauce. I'll bring the egg sauce with
the mat there.
We'll start off with one yam fry first. And I'll do the baked potato as well, the baked yam.
So
I'll give you a little bit of each.
Yeah.
Okay? Try to use your utensil that you had with your,
Oh, is that unfinished? Oh.
yeah. You guys can start coming on up to grab this. Remember, you're going to round the camera, please.
Yeah.
I'll hand it off. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oops. You're welcome. You can really hear those frying.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, can I have the camera this way, please? See,
Whoa!
the puff puff is like 3 times the size. So
That is
now
big
I have to use my hands. So let me wash my hands first, and then.
What do you guys think? Is it delicious or what? Delicious, right? Keep your plates.
So how are you enjoying the egg sauce and the yam?
Isn't it delicious?
So for the puff
Tasty.
puff, I'm going to have to turn it with my hand again. So all the air that was bubbling up, will get trapped back in. But by the time I put it back in the hot oil, it will rise again, So
it's
see,
gonna
it's
puff
back to this,
back
yes.
up.
But I'm going to, so
You
it's
guys
going to
missed a
puff
lot of my
back up. I guess that's where it got the name from, puff puff.
You guys missed a lot of my jokes in second period. Ah. You guys missed my time joke.
It's not yet. The oil is not yet hot.
You're welcome. Please keep your utensils so you can eat your puff puff after, and your plates. You're welcome. Isaiah. Let's wait until I serve everybody, and then if I have some extra, I mean, I'm sure that Miss is not, she's not opposed to giving you guys some more.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just running low a little bit on the egg sauce, so. I want to try too.
It's really nice. You'll like it.
Pardon? We're out of spoons. Ooh, those look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sound you want. Did anybody not get the egg sauce? Yeah. Hey, sir. Just in time. Do you want some egg sauce and yam?
You should try it.
Oh my goodness, look at you guys. Wow. Lucky. Let me see. I've had lucky.
Did you grab one? Did anybody not get one? Did you guys want one?
Are you guys recording or no?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, you're still recording. Oh my goodness. Oh, listen to me. So Marco's gonna cut that.
Do you want some?
Maybe some, but we don't want to waste either, right? Need a fork?
We ran out of
Well, you
forks.
know what can get a fork? Well, eat with your hands. Oh, you're lucky you're getting.
You're welcome.
We may have to wait. We have to say hi to the chef and this before we get any food. Yeah.
Thanks, Miss.
You're welcome. We're running low on egg sauce though, so I apologize. You might not just get some egg sauce. Okay? I'll give you whatever's left.
All right.
Okay? Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One of your favorite, did you hear that, Miss? She said one of her favorites.
Oh, she likes yam and egg sauce.
There you go. I'm gonna put that back and I'll have one afterwards. Oh, those look so good. Do you want me to wash a bowl so you can put them in, rest them in?
Yeah, we'll need the
The large one?
this. Okay, yeah, the large one. They line it with paper towel. So that's our puff puff. It's a snack you will die for any day. Delicious. Delicious.
Our class is going to end. Well, it's already done, but the bell's going to ring in about 10 minutes.
Okay, at least by then we'll have the first batch out.
Cool, and I can start inviting them. So my students, you can start coming around so you can grab yourself a puff puff when she's ready. Can we firstly give a big thank you for the amazing demonstration for Naija Jollof to even come into our kitchen at JCM and show us and share all their knowledge with us, please.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The food was spectacular today. I can't thank you enough, and we
Thank
hope
you, Miss
to
Nancy.
possibly have you back.
Sure, anytime.